This is the weight assessment and intervention tool. The first step is to measure the patient's height, waist, and weight circumference. The second is to identify on the tool the patient's score and corresponding risk factor. Weight assessment and intervention tool score is calculated by adding the score on the waist to height ratio with the body mass index score. Stage 3 is to discuss with the patient their attitude to weight and current knowledge of good living practices.
The tool then divides the scores. A score of 0 to 1 educates and encourages on good living practices using the guide in the tool. A score of 2 or more educates on the risks associated with the patient's score, especially coronary heart disease, stroke, diabetes and kidney disease. The tool then divides into the professional's practice setting, whether this be in the community or in the hospital. In the community, the professional will discuss the appropriate and feasible implementation of good living practices that increase physical activity. They will discuss the appropriate and feasible implementation of good living practices that improve diet, and they will set goals and organise further opportunities for review and support. In the hospital, the professional will implement immediate bariatric practices, discuss future appropriate and feasible good living practices, continue to monitor score on a weekly basis, and on discharge, refer to a community practitioner. Now we have a short introductory video that will demonstrate how this will be implemented in your practice settings.
Take a seat in the bed. Well, we've called you here today just to go over the weight assessment. We did one last week, but we're just going to re-weigh and re-measure you. Alright, if you'd like to come and stand under the height measurer. Sit. If you stand with your hands flat and your head here. Perfect. Same as last time. You sit back down on the bed. If you come and stand on the scales now. That's wonderful. And if you step back, I'll just take the waist measurement. It's up at the top, I'm afraid. And we'll go back to the same place that we went last time. Perfect. And you've gone down quite a lot. I'll just show you how I've worked it out. Your height with your waist measurement leads you to a score of 1. And your weight with your height leads me to a score of 2. This means that added together, you have a weight score of 3. Okay, Philippa, I think obviously you've made really good progress. You think you've done well to come down from a 3 to a 2?
Yeah, I've been trying really hard, been eating healthy, been doing a lot more jogging than I used to, and I think I'm going to start swimming soon too.
And so you understand the reason you've come down from a score 3 to a score 2 is mainly because of the loss of girth measurement, not the weight so much. And obviously that will help you to avoid some of the worst consequences of being overweight, because it's the girth, the fat around the girth, that has a higher correlation with diabetes, for example, and coronary heart disease. What do you think has helped you most to have that effect?
Probably the information you've given me and jogging and swimming.
I would say, from what I can see, do you remember when we were trying and your first interventions that you wanted to try were to do with cutting down on food, and we had some weight loss but less with the girth, and it was more of a struggle. I really think that perhaps the exercise has made more of a difference. Well, what I'd really like to talk about, working on your success, is to try and have a look at these good life practices that we have in the tool. You chose some before that you thought you could try, and you mentioned swimming lessons.
Yes.
Would you like, do you know where to go for that? How have you approached it?
I don't.
This is the Stokewood Centre leaflet. Maybe you can have a look at that. You notice that there are some classes for ultra beginners, people like you who have often been referred by their doctors and nurses.
Yes.
So you can see on your goals and progress record, we've got the cutting down on the food, the smaller portion sizes, and the jogging, and I've popped in your progress. You can see that it's made a difference that you're going jogging.
Yeah.
And I've put in for your goal for next appointment to be the swimming lessons, and I really hope you do it. If you need to get in touch with me about I can't do this, what else could I do, you know where to contact me. You're more than welcome back. But if we make a preliminary date for the 12th of November,
Brilliant.
is that all right?
Yes, thank you very
Wonderful.
much.
Lovely
Thank
to
you.
see you.